Hello guys, this is CodeNCode and this is third lecture of MySQL DQL course. In this lecture, we will learn how you can select or fetch data from table by applying certain conditions on them, right? So let's see what we have learned in last lecture and then we'll see what problems we have and then how we can solve that using where statement. So first of all, in the last lecture, we have learned how you can select data or fetch data from the table, right? You can do that using select query. So select, then column name from table name, right? As simple as that. For example, this statement, select name and gender, column names from users table. So this would be your output. Just keep in mind that when you are writing when you are writing query like this, you are fetching all of the data, right? Now, let's say again you have the users table, but this time you don't want the whole data, everything, right? You want certain condition applied on the fetching of data. So you want to select only male or female users. You see, we have male or female users from users table. Now I don't want everything printed. I only want male users or I only want female users, right? Or let's take another example. How do you select users having age about 25? How do you do that, right? Now I don't want everything. I only want users with a certain age, for example 18, less than 18, 25, things like that, right? These are your conditions. So how do we select those users? All right, this is where your select statement comes into the picture. Sorry, where statement. So where statement helps you write conditions that will be applied on each row, and if they pass that condition they will be printed, otherwise not. As simple as that. So for example, how do you select only male or female users? For that, you can write first your select query, right? Just after that, you can have your where statement, where gender is equals to male, right? Gender is a column, right? And its value is equals to male. So for each row, we'll check whether its gender column have value M or not. If it is, it will be printed, otherwise not. Or if you want to print only female users, you can have where gender is equals to F, as simple as that, right? And for the second type of query, where age should be of certain number, you can have where age is less than 25 or age is greater than 25, right? Age again is the column, and on the right hand side, you will have its value. So if you have a look at its format, it is something like this. First, you will have your select query, right? Whatever you want to select, right? You will write just a normal select query. After writing your select query, you write where statement, where its format is something like this: column name, operator in between them, and then value, right? So column name, you already know, we have user ID, name, gender, age, email. On whichever column you want to apply the condition, you write here, then operator, then its value, right? If I take an example here, for example, I want to fetch all the name and gender of the users from user table. So this is like my select query. After writing select query, I'll be applying condition where I want to select only users having age less than 25. So I'll write the column name, you see, column name, which is age. I want to apply condition on age. Then operator, which is less, which can be less than, equal to, greater than, not equal to, right? Things like that. Those operators you can have. So age less than 25. This is my value. So for each row, I'll be applying this condition on that row. For example, can I print this row? For that, I'll check whether its age is less than 25 or not. My bad. Whether its age is less than 25 or not. Its age is 27. It's not less than 25. So this row won't be printed. And just to just to clarify things, when I'm saying this row, I mean only their name and gender, because in the select we only have their name and gender. So name and gender will only be printed. Okay. When I'm saying this row, I mean only these two columns, because from that row we are only printing this thing. No? All right. So this row won't be printed. Second row will be printed because its age is less than 25. Third row will also be printed. Right. So let's have a look at an actual example. So I want to select name, gender, and age. Name, gender, and age of all of the users where age is less than 25. If you see, this does not qualify, so this won't be printed. These two rows qualify, so these two rows will be printed. So output would be something like name, gender, and age. Encode F23, encode F23, Kira M23, Kira M23. Okay, because these two rows pass this condition. So this is how your where condition works. Now, one more thing, there are ways, even though we are writing only one condition here, but you can have multiple conditions here, right? In this lecture, we have learned only how you write one condition. After that, we'll solve some questions, and after that, in the next lecture, we'll learn how you can have multiple conditions uh, And you can have multiple condition applied using and or operators, right? How you can, combine multiple conditions. We'll learn that in the next lecture. So yeah, this is how you apply where statement. Now comes the practice problem part. So these are three problems: select by id, Japanese id, no, sorry, Japanese cities attributes, and Japanese cities names. These three questions you can solve from HackerRank. A link of these questions I'll be providing in the description of the video. All right, so you can solve these problems, and based on where condition, if you find other problems, you can comment that down in the comment section also. So yeah, this is it for the lecture, and we'll meet in the next lecture, and till then, keep coding. Thank you.